I think it's a pretty interesting experience because you get to, like the name implies, you get to immerse yourself without any other distractions from like schoolwork, homework, tests, anything like that, and you can start developing a particular interest. And you have like quite a variety of things you can do, from like music to what I'm doing, programming, to sewing, to making board games. There's plenty of things that are possible, and it's a really rich experience over these 4 days.
It takes a lot of patience and focus to get the result that you want. We learn a lot about like the micro and macronutrients.
It's really cool how like we learn about it first and then we actually get to like try it out.
It also applies to like after immersion week, where you can take this into your everyday life.
Hunger and homelessness! 5 of us went down to Amos' house and served breakfast there. We just had a speaker talk to us about her story, and it was really impactful and inspiring. We're excited for more work. Her story!
We get to learn like a little bit of life skills. We also learned a little bit about how hard it is to run a small business.
I learned to work with a group to not only solve puzzles but also to make them.
Moving and fueling!
1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1 million.
We've been learning a lot about nutrition and how you can incorporate that into being your best self.
Remembering to put yourself first while also lifting others up.
We really push ourselves and challenge ourselves to do stuff that we've never done before.
College prep! Even I can do that. Contemporary art.
Art is a very calming thing. Express yourself in many different ways. It's a nice way to just like relax.
911, what's your emergency?
We talked about keeping ourselves clean. We've got a ton of people coming from the EMS profession. We learned how to do chest compressions and ventilation to keep someone breathing. Most of us are now CPR certified.
Finance, skip with the program.
Learned a lot about trees. I learned how to measure them and see how old they are. I think that was pretty cool for us to go to Boston to look at trees.
Slow looking!
We have like a really small group. It allows us to like kind of think closer about things. I really enjoyed going to the Brown Nature Lab. There's all this taxidermy and wildlife. We got to draw them and look at them and make poetry about them.
Solid!
Learning how to use such like a massive machine and learning all of its tricks. Sewing things like dresses and bags have been challenging, but I think a tool that I'll be able to use like later in life.
Get bored!
There can be competitive games, cooperative games, like you can work together or work for yourself.
We get to learn an instrument that's so unknown in our culture, I guess. Just one of the oldest instruments in the world. Aboriginal culture is usually forgotten in our society.